By the time this video is released, the 2026 Academy Award nominations have been unveiled, or since I uploaded at 6 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, they may be in the middle of being announced right now. But based on all reports and rumors, it appears that Sinners is about to either set or tie the all-time nominations amount. And it got me thinking that I never reviewed Sinners when it came out last year. I feel terrible for not doing it, but I was going through maybe the worst experience of my life personally, so I wasn't in the mood to review. I did, however, put it number 10 on my best films of the year video. But now is as good time as any to review it. And I watched it a second time just 2 days ago, so I thought I would do a second watch review and see if it really is the best film of last year. I'm going to talk pretty candidly about some things regarding the plot. I won't spoil the entire thing, but if I feel it is needed to explain a point I have, I will do so. So just please consider that your spoiler warning. Okay, everyone knows Sinners was directed by Ryan Coogler and has Michael B. Jordan playing twin brothers in the South in the 1930s, and that it is a vampire movie, etc., etc. The usual plot synopsis that I give with movies that I review. Michael B. Jordan is really, really good in this picture, like really good. Smoke is the, I guess, more sensible of the two brothers, who believes basically that no one can be trusted and anyone who crosses him is going to get theirs, including someone he shoots in the ass for trying to steal his vehicle. And he even shoots his accomplice just for good measure, even though it was labeled as a misunderstanding. I personally prefer Stack, though, as a character. He's a player for sure, and just uses everyone to get what he wants. Especially Haley Steinfeld's character, Mary. He just bailed on her years earlier. But he is one charming motherfucker, if I say so myself. The sequence at the train station is just top-notch filmmaking, acting, and editing. Stack is such a cool guy, even if he is a bit of a slimeball. Cousin Sammy is supposed to be the sort of audience surrogate. He is a magnificent musician and is always carrying around a guitar to play some of the good old blues. I'm from Detroit, so if you play blues wherever it is, my ears are going to be pleased, and they were in this movie. There is not one character in the first half that I don't find interesting. They all fit with the world so perfectly, and all the dynamics are fleshed out enough that we are allowed, at the very least, a basic understanding what drives most of them. My favorite character in the picture is the one played by Delroy Lindo. He's a street musician with also tons of music talent. And if we are going to inevitably make the comparisons to From Dusk Till Dawn, I might as well start now and say that his character is basically half of the Harvey Keitel character in that film. The other half goes to Smoke's love interest Annie, with her voodoo abilities and knowledge of things going on. But I like Lindo's character a great deal, because he doesn't take bullshit from anyone, least of all Stack, and you need that for a guy who's trying to out-charisma everyone with his two roles. He's a great balance of the drama surrounding the key relationships in the film. The music is. Is there really anything else I can say that hasn't been said already? It is what makes the film. By blending it so well with the themes of the film and the way it is synchronized to specific events, it's just, Jesus, it is so good. As far as pure sound as an award, I think One Battle After Another and F1 are better in that category in terms of just sound. But as far as music itself and editing it to have perfect placement is unrivaled in Sinners. The sequence where all of them are dancing and the different eras are shown to us, including modern era, are amazing. This has been talked about to death since it premiered last year, so I don't need to talk much more about it. It's just so, so good. I don't really want to discuss much of the undertones of this film because there have been many essays about that, and I just don't have the patience to talk it all out in a review like this, but the themes are powerful and poignant. But thankfully, they aren't the thing that drives the narrative, unlike, say, Emilia Perez did last year. They are there, and we all know that the people who sell them that place are awful people, and the gunfight in the end is amazing on just a pure kick the shit. I loved it. What I want to talk about is the things that I think hold the film back. Now, don't get me wrong, I really like this movie, but there is a reason it only ranked 10th on my list. It's because of a few things. Firstly, I think the vampire villain is so incredibly weak. If you have someone as charming and likable as Michael B. Jordan is, I think the villain needs to be even more charming and over the top. And here, with the exception when all the vampires are dancing a wonderfully choreographed sequence, I just don't see enough malice, sinister, charm, or standout attributes to this villain. I like that he plays everyone's relationships off of each other, but he himself as a character I just think is incredibly weak. I also think that at some point the picture doesn't embrace the grindhouse tones it establishes with the vampires and the pulpy elements in the first half, as well as I think Coogler probably wanted to. It got to a point where I was loving everything I was seeing and even loving the characters, but I felt it was focusing more on its tone and style than it was gritty realism or even fantastical stuff like we see in the film. It has an odd mixture where it tries to have its cake and eat it too. In From Dusk Till Dawn, it embraced its camp all the way through, but just has some amazing dialogue and set pieces to go with it. That film knew what it was the second it started. In Sinners, I think it struggled from time to time on what it wants to be its identity with regard to exploitation homages and period piece pulp. If me comparing it to From Dusk Till Dawn seems unfair or done to death, how about I compare it to John Carpenter's Vampires? Now, let me be clear Sinners is a better movie than that film is, but Vampires does a better job of setting its world and its villain, as over the top as he is. The natives in the film are shown hunting the vampire when he first arrives at the couple's house, but then they disappear for the rest of the movie once they leave that house. They didn't need to be in there except to, I guess, tell us what they know, what is about to happen, but they don't do anything to expand the story unless you've never seen a vampire movie before. I also think that the relationship between Smoke and Stack doesn't have as much tension to it that gave me a full satisfaction with how their relationship pans out at the end. The final battle between them felt like it was out of the blue, and I felt it wasn't as epic of a showdown as it could have been. Like there was really no adversity between them beforehand to show any seething tension that maybe could have helped make the final confrontation and decision Smoke makes have weight that matches the weight of everything else in the film. How did I feel watching it for a second time compared to the first? I liked it about the same, honestly, maybe a tad more, and that's to say that I really like it a lot, and I think it's a very, very good movie. And I congratulate all the awards nominations it is about to get. I just don't think it is the best movie of 2025. But as far as popcorn flicks go, where the Academy can say this is the film where they want to represent them as the Best Picture winner, I personally prefer One Battle After Another. And if you saw my review of that movie, I didn't love that one either, but I think it is better paced and has more tension for me. I also just don't think Sinners is very scary. It is supposed to be a horror film after all. But regardless, I do still really like this movie, and I'm not trying to bash it. I'm merely trying to do myself a service and finally review this film since I stupidly didn't do it when I wanted to last year. If you haven't seen this film, I recommend it highly. I just think that of all the films that are going to be nominated in the Best Picture category, it is not the strongest one for me. But congratulations to Ryan Coogler and everyone on the team, and Michael B. Jordan for a very good job in all the awards they are all about to get. I give Sinners 3.5 stars out of 4. An amazing period drama that I think has a weak villain and some other things that I feel were not shown all the way through. Still a very good movie, and I hope if you haven't seen it, you go watch it right fucking now. And that is my review. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this, please like and subscribe. Here's links to my other videos. Follow me on social media if you like. And until next time, I am Ghost.